Hey everybody, welcome back to IXION. Hope you're having a great day. In Sector 1, I've gone ahead and activated waste recycling. For some reason, I didn't have that active. Probably because of stability problems before, and I wanted to make sure that the propaganda was working. And then I just never came back to it. So waste recycling is now active, and we're going to do body recycling after this too, so that we can, keep that up and get more waste, right? We need more waste now. I'm going to dismantle the insect farms. We are clearly good on food. There is really no... I know it says 0.02 or 0.2, but believe me, we're very good on food. So we're going to look at...
has completed its scan.
Oh, good. Probes completing scans. The probes are going to get upgraded here. I probably should have done this on, like, video 2. But probes are getting upgraded to have the advanced sensors, and this is going to just increase their scouting radius by 40%. Just make each probe be able to see a little bit more stuff, right? Again, probes are really cheap. They only cost me 1 polymer each, and I've got tons of it, so it doesn't really matter. It's just more about like the time of discovery on certain things, maybe the ease of scanning on certain things. But we don't have enough mining vessels or whatever to have that really matter anyway. So I contend that I don't really need it, but I'm going to do it anyway. So there it is. It looks like I can also probably get one here and then one there. Ooh, nice. So 2 of these. Well, yeah, they're 1 more wide than... Yep, that's how that works. So once this is out of here, that 1 food is out of here, I can go ahead and place another house right here just to help that population problem we have. It's 281. We will be moving... a lot of resources, and I need to actually go back to 6 because there's an iron storage that I'd like to turn back on. There it is.
You can implement a new policy.
There we go. So Sector 6, we're going to start sending that iron over to Sector 2 because it's not full on iron anymore. So we're going to make that happen. And then I need also to take a look at the map really quick. So in addition to another probe, let's just launch that really quick to get the resources. Still looking for more silicon if I can actually. And actually, again, it's not a red line going through this, so I don't think it's super hazardous. So we might be able to... I think silicon is like the only thing I really care about at this point. So I mean, I don't need any more of these. I really don't need more. Maybe I need more iron, but I doubt it because we're getting more waste and that's getting transitioned into alloys anyway. But again, getting more silicon is my jam right now. So let's just find a spot. Right? Yep, right there. Get more of that. Okay, let's take a look at 12J. Reflections. Scans of 12J have picked up an unusual electromagnetic activity on its surface. Although not a great intensity, it would seem that electromagnetic wind traverses the planet. The ship's PA became corrupted during our descent to 12J, and we had to shut it down. As a result, we can only transmit partial information. Guided by the wind currents of the planet, we were able to locate a suitable landing area. Angular and extraordinary crystalline structures composed of sodium chloride rise from the planet's surface. Our time on 12J must be short. Its electromagnetic activity seems to be impacting the Gene and its systems. All right, so electromagnetic stuff seems to be everywhere, huh? Who would have thought that it was everywhere in space, right? You can't see me, but I'm winking right now at you. But it also seems to be associated with danger a lot. I still contend that not touching the stupid sphere is the best call. But I am looking forward to getting to the end of the series, and I'm hoping anyone who plays this game on the final video will tell me what happens. I'm okay with it if you do it on the final video only, but please don't do it throughout the series, and I will delete active spoilers as I go. You're not going to spoil it for me, but you might spoil it for other people because you guys are seeing this in real time. I'm way ahead of you. You're not going to spoil it for me. But in any case, I think this sounds like danger. Electromagnetic sounds like danger to me all the time. So why don't we, since I only have time to do one of them, why don't we study something that maybe is a little less dangerous? So we're going to try the crystalline formations instead. And I heard glass shattering and thumps, so I don't think that's a good thing. Maybe not. Now, we have this. And we're not actually sending resources here anymore. It's just not happening. And so it does say that this is dangerous, soaring temperatures, unusual gravity. We recommend only a quick surface analysis as opposed to any further exploration that could lead to human or material losses. I said, nay. We want to establish infrastructure here and really study it. So, you know, hey, bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it pays off for him. We're going to need to look at this, though, because I'm not seeing resources actually making it here. So when that happens, if you're noticing that, you're just like, why isn't it sending stuff? The first place you should look is the docking ports of where the ship you sent is residing. In that case, it's Sector 2, and we are sending Whale on this journey. And this docking port is full. We have the resources sitting here waiting to be sent, but the docking port is full. It's because it's loaded up with carbon. So let's see if I can do something about that. First, what I'd like to do, I think, is I'm going to change... need more storage. You know, we're not bringing any more cryopods in, so let's change this to carbon storage for now. That should empty out this bay. And once this becomes a little bit more empty, we should now see that ships can pull in here, and hopefully Whale will be one of those ships that pull in here. And then once that happens, we should see the resources like electronics and stuff should go away. Boom. And Whale can pull in, and then it leaves the station, and once that happens, we can go back out to the map and see it going. So if you ever notice, man, we're not getting things, why is this taking so long? Look at the docking port. 9 times out of 10, I bet you it's full, and the ships can't actually get in there to get the stuff they need. Oh, look at that. Look at that silicon. Let's test the storm. Again, it's not a red line, so I'm thinking that it's probably safe-ish, but I do see all the lightning and stuff happening there, so... we'll see. I want to also go to 12E as well, because there was another point of interest over there, too. All right, 12J. The report from the exploration team proves several theories on crystalline formation under electromagnetic influence. While our team was completing their work, the electromagnetic activity of 12J abruptly ceased. Interesting. Why would it stop? Can I... I suppose I can't examine it if it ceases, right? All right, so we'll leave the planet. I don't know if that was the right call or not, but we'll leave the planet, and we'll go to... Did we go to the Paranesi now? I've been thinking I wanted to wait, but maybe we just go to it now? I don't know, man. Let's get another source of hydrogen at least discovered. I worry the pulsar is going to become active or something. Magnetar pulsar. I'm worried it's going to become active.
A probe has completed its scan.
We're going to say that we avoid it for now. Probe's completed its scan again. I think we have enough resources on the map where I don't necessarily need to do any more probing. So I'm going to wait until the research is done before I proceed. Oh, it already is done. Good. So now we're doing the hull temple upgrade. Feed it. I would love this. Feed it. No, praise it. Done. Feed it. Done. And then be it, right? We're going to reduce the power cost on this stuff. And then we're going to also get the maximum integrity increased after we say be it. Be the hull. I love it. Is there anything else I should probably do? Stockpile upgrades. I could go for the large one. I think maybe having one more transporter could be valuable. Move things a little bit more often. It's not really a big deal, but it's just a flat upgrade to everything with no ongoing costs, so I guess fine. In case we lose a science team, I would like to make sure we recover the ship. I'm actually going to do that now. I would like to make sure that we recover the ship. That's the good thing. I haven't had that yet, but I'm going to do it. And then I think we queue up Be It instead. Right there for power. We can look at the other things we were going to do before. I believe the other one we were doing was this. No, that's already done. So we're already moving faster too. Maybe it was something else. Moisture, yeah, this. Food production increased by 30%. In any case, we're gonna do the ship upgrade because I think the science ship. Sorry, we're gonna try to upgrade that so that we don't lose ships if we ever have a problem. Okay, so science team's done over here. Let's move to 12F first. Get a little science there. And then let's take a look at 12D and see what happens. Oh, no. I mean, I should have waited until that science was done. If I had just waited, I would have had the ship. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. I'm telling you, you can, if you're too bold in this game, you will lose your scientists. Like, you know, I don't know what the feedback is yet, but like being cautious is a good thing. You can lose your entire team by being bold. While the Newton's crew were carrying out their research, they became trapped by a lava tide. The phenomenon had been theorized but was subject to debate within the Tiqqun scientific community. But today, the theory has been verified. The crew were able to transmit their conclusions on the geothermal activity of 12D before being engulfed in lava. So we lost the entire team, but it was not for nothing. We are going to have 115 science. I would rather have the team, but 115 science is at least something. Let their data not go unrewarded. Let no good deed go unpunished, I suppose is what I mean to say. Okay, well, I need another science team. Was it in 3? No, 4? 5? I did move it somewhere, right? Yeah, 5. So let's build another Newton. It won't be called the Newton anymore. It'll be called something else. Now it's called the Nobel. I like it. So we'll build the Nobel. Let's also train colonists. We need to get to 150 to satisfy this. And then we need to locate a viable planet to send them to. So we're actively working on that. Now, I've been looking at the trains, and I misread this. I don't know exactly how I misread it, but I did. Also, I want to take a look at this too. Let me just resume this, because I want to see the Rock'em Sock'em robots. I know I have stability everywhere, but now that we lost the science team, maybe that stability will actually be a problem later. But I want to see the Rock'em Sock'em robots happen, and I'm going to need more workers over here too, section 5. So let's just say the workers who are currently in 1. I want to send workers from 1 to 5, and we'll send like, 30 of them or so.
A probe has completed its scan.
So anyway, I misread these trains. It says that it speeds up the transfer between sectors for crew. It allows for the expansion of some buildings' influence to all sectors, but this is all mainly crew. Not mainly crew, it is crew. So it's not transferring resources. Because I was trying to figure out why resources were having a hard time getting from Sector 2 to Sector 5, because I needed them here, and it just wasn't transferring. And it has to do, I believe, because I fixed it, it has to do with the roads, essentially. You gotta have roads that fully connect. So on this side, for example, there are 3 roads that connect to this side, but if I come over here, well, this one does, and this one does, but this one is blocked, and it doesn't. Right? If you come over to 4, it's even a little bit more obvious and prominent. Over on this side, we have a connection here and here, but these 2 are blocked. If I switch to this side, we'll see that this one, which was connected, was blocked, and these 2 are connected on this side, but they're blocked on that side. So there's no way to move between these sectors. I didn't, up until now, have this connected. This was not connected, and therefore the resources were not able to transfer because there just wasn't a road that could go this way. So that's something to take a look at. If you're having a hard time transferring resources, take a look at your roadways, see if they are fully connected. I had the same issue happening. I don't know if it was this sector or if it was a different one. It might have been this one. Might have been between 3 and 2 at some point, but I slid this over. I want to say it was this one. I slid it over and I connected this road, and then on this side it's now fully connected, right? So you could solve this problem and never have to worry about it by just, having all your roads connected every single time and not having to have them blocked. But I chose to block them because it gives me that little extra space to pack things in. And whether that was a good idea or not, I suppose I guess it's up for debate or whatever, but yeah. Speaking of a debate, we have no water. Sector 4. No water at all. What the hell? It's because they can't deliver it. This is full of silicon. They can't deliver the ice. So let's go ahead and have this be silicon storage. Deliver the ice, please. God, I hate this. Why is Sector 4's ships getting me silicon, though? That shouldn't be happening. Sector 4. Oh, hi. Nope, that's not what I want to do. I want to scroll down. Oh, there's like... Oh, that's a bug. They should fix that. I need to actually do it this way. Silicon is not being gathered by 4, but yet it's just packed into 4 for some reason. A little odd. It should only be getting brought in from 2. But yeah, the scrolling on this interface is passing through to the map. I don't particularly like that. What I do particularly like is this view right here. I just love that. Oh, I just can't get it. I want this as a screensaver, man. Right? I think right there. Not even a screensaver, just the desktop right there. That'd be great. One thing I do request from this game is a way to hide the UI. I would love to hide the UI because there's so many really great visuals that are just like, it's like for my thumbnails, right? My thumbnails are probably going to end up being views like this, right? Views like this, but they're a little dark, right? And bright thumbnails do much better than dark thumbnails. And so maybe I won't be doing that. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do for thumbnails yet, but it's probably, you know, it might even be the mission photos, right? Like 12F, for example. We go there. Maybe not this one, but we use these probably is what I'll do. 12F has an average temperature of 112 Kelvin. A number of hotspots were detected across its surface. We've landed on 12F. Its surface is covered in ice, and the planet is bathed in a red mist around 100 meters in height. Numerous ice formations pierce the mist and extend upward, skyward. I guess it's still technically upward, right? Relativity. In atmosphere, the atmosphere radiates a blue light when illuminated by the sun system's pulsar. Interesting. Well, this one doesn't seem to be very risky, so we'll do this one here. We'll establish infrastructure here. What's the worst that could happen? Whale, feel free to go off and do this. The same cargo ship as before. Let's take the Nobel. We'll go over and get the science that the other team left behind. They said they were able to transmit it, but yet for some reason we have to go to it to get it. That's a little weird. But fine. And then let's make sure we're also getting lots and lots of ice. I gotta have so much ice. We need it for food. More than ever, we need it for food because I'm taking and removing. Like all these are off. Like, these are completely shut down without ice. Is there any way I can transfer ice from... The 3 is full. We have 96 ice and 113 in here. I'm wondering if I can... Maybe we say, between 3 and 4, we say that this sector needs a minimum of 100 ice. And that way, it would at least transfer some of the ice to the other sector. And in so doing, transferring that ice to the other sector, we can at least get the farms in this sector operational again, because it will have a little water to draw from, so we don't drop our food, because now we are going to be in trouble with food. So I need to do that. Automatic ship repatriation is now available. Great. Would have loved to have that the other time. Now that we have that, great. Science ship crew can enter cryonic pods to survive certain emergencies during the expeditions. That might have been helpful too. Okay, note to self. These are probably helpful. Airlock. I've already increased all of its repair efficiencies. I could do the construction speed, but I just don't think that's necessary anymore. We're fine. We have everything constructed anyway. I think the docking bay. I want to do this. Storage optimization with the docking bay. We need to do that. In fact, I'm going to do that first. Let's research that instead. And we'll take a beat on the hull because we don't really need the hull integrity to go up anymore. But we're going to go ahead and do that. Now if we're gonna be the hull, we've got the hull cult here, and the hull cult is not in 6. Let's get the hull cult in 6. You can place them right here, right by the robot fighting pits.
A probe has completed its scan.
Right by the robot fighting pits. This road isn't connected anyway, so it doesn't matter if I block it. So let's take and just go... I'll go straight down from here. Because eventually when we do be the hull, it is going to add to our hull integrity by having these. So we should see the hull integrity. It's currently 598 out of 600. And I want to say if we add 10 hull integrity for each one, maybe it'll end up being 650. We don't have this. We don't have these guys in Sector 1. I could maybe get rid of this and do it. I think that actually works. If I got rid of this insect farm, I could put the coal halt here. Coal halt? Wow. Hull cult. I could put the Hull cult here. That would be good. Let's do body recycling. Now we should have even more waste. And we can change that waste too. We don't need to make alloys. Since I'm a little bit short on the iron at the moment, alloys is what I'm going to do, but I don't need to. I can come over to like here and I can say, hey, by the way, maybe make me electronics instead with it. And then it will transfer and it will take 50 waste to make 1 electronics instead of 50 waste into 50 alloys, which may be better. I don't know. We'll see. More electronics is pretty good, but we need it for these houses. So like if I'm going to expand housing, you know, that is a good thing to have. Cult of the Hull. I'm going to put you right there. And I believe that will take care of every single sector will now have that church, which is going to add to a ton of stability and everything will be awesome. Let's go ahead and get this cryonic center up and running now too. So we have 150 colonists. That's great. Now we need to find a place for them to go. Locate a viable planet. I'm hoping that that's 12F. No, of course not. We've already done this for 12F. I'm hoping that that is maybe 12E on the other side. We could do that, or I could go to the Piranesi. Thing is, the colonization thing takes time, so I want to find that before I get into like the story stuff. So I'm going to do that first. Now our probes have a slightly wider radius to find things, and ice is definitely the thing I want to find. Let's go ahead and do that. Make sure also, I think since we need it badly, I'm gonna tell the other ships to go and do it too. Let's hold off on the iron. We have enough silicon. Let's hold off on the silicon. We can do it if you have no ice. I do want all hands on deck to get ice now. Not 5, but everything else, we need to get ice as fast as possible. So, speaking of getting it as fast as possible, take a look at cargo ships. Let's say that they can store more resources, bring more ice in. And then the docking bay. Wait, we were going to do this, right? Wasn't I going to do this? No, this is unlocked. I can do this one now, though. Let's do this one first, actually. Have more storage. That way we can get the ships dropping things off faster. Okay, so that's it. We're going to have our science team go here, and then we need to deliver the stuff to 12F, which is not happening. I, again, suspect that it's not happening because our docking bay is just constantly full. Our ports are just full. They can't bring the carbon in. We're going to stop bringing carbon, you guys. Don't mind carbon anymore. Don't get carbon. Focus exclusively on everything else. We don't need carbon anymore. We're way too full on it. And then I wonder if there's a way for me to... I thought there was a way for me to process polymers. Like to take polymers and do something else with them, you know, use them for some sort of, I don't know, energy source or something. I forget what it was. Maybe that's just not a thing. Cult of the Hull being here. Yeah, we should now be the hull, right? Yeah, so let's take a look at our hull integrity now and see what happened. And yeah, 650 is the maximum hull integrity now. That helps a little bit, right? Bringing in the ice, thankfully. Feels so good. We can also get rid of, you know, this cryopods. All the cryopods and stuff can now start getting delivered because we're opening them up. Go back to 6. I want to build these houses. Population. Let's build you, and you. And I think make sure we have power. Oh, rock up, stock, and robots. Yes. These guys are extra hours, but they're still very happy. That said, I don't want them to be an extra hours. So we're going to take, it's like 5. Bring 5 to 6. Workers and 5 go to 6. We'll say 25 of them go. It's reminding me of BattleBots. You guys remember BattleBots? Huh? Come on.
Population transfer complete.
I don't know if you're old enough for BattleBots. Didn't they bring it back, though? I thought they revived it a little bit. More of a modern revival for it. But I thought that was the case. Do I still need this? No, I don't. Goodbye. I don't need you anymore. Now I can have houses back here, which was the reason for leaving this open. So I can now have houses alongside here, or I can place this alongside here. And I think that is actually what I'm going to do. I'm going to place this right down like this, and then another one right next to it there. So there and there. Go. Build that first, I guess, since we can. Add more housing in 6 so that I can transfer the non-workers. I can transfer them from 1. Let's say, I don't know, 90 of them. From 1 to 6. Go. Bring them over here so that they can live in here and they'll be in these low-quality housing, but they'll be happy because they have battle bots.
Population transfer complete.
How can you not be happy with battle bots? We're going to need more power, actually.
You can implement a new policy.
Getting all these things up and running is going to require us to have more power eventually here. So I'm just going to turn it up a little bit. Get a little extra juice. Goes from 1051 to... Does it take time? Is there like a delay in the switch here or what? It takes 75 people now too. Ugh, I need less people to work there. Let's go to nuclear power plant. Yeah, 20 fewer workers. I'm going to want this. We need permanent monitoring from the electronic factory. Electronics. Permanent monitoring. Yeah, less workers to work here, too. Let's do this first, and then we'll queue up that. So less people can work there. Okay, let's check out 12E. There it is. Ooh, we can establish an advanced infrastructure for with 200 colonists. I like it. 12E is an eligible candidate for testing the implementation of our colonization protocols. We've landed on 12E, and although it has much warmer and more humid climate than that of Earth, it does possess oxygen and other materials that would prove useful for colonization tests. We're absolutely going to do this. And then all of our colonists are currently in Sector 5, so we'll send all of this stuff from 5 because we have 200 colonists in there now. There you go. Off you go. Probe. Show me, actually show me iron. Because we're actually completely out of iron now, which is really refreshing. Really refreshing to be out of iron. Actually, let me take a look really quick at storages. I believe we had iron in another sector, at least I thought we did. No, it was in Sector 6 and I opened it up. So now Sector 6 can store something else. Maybe food. Maybe more alloys. Maybe carbon. We should send carbon there because this is overloaded with carbon over here. I think I'm going to send some carbon to Sector 6. Carbon in 2. Let's say 70 minimum. Go to Sector 6 really quick. Turn this into carbon storage. And then want to activate a max here. Not even a max, really. Just say, like, 200. That way they'll send some of these resources here. And I want to kind of see whether or not they actually do bring it. Yeah, it looks like we can transfer that. Good. I would like to get the drones set up. And since we have enough colonists, let me train some more. It says 165 available. Oh, do we not have 200 available? Apparently we don't have 200 available. Well, keep training then. We might need more in the next system, so I guess we'll keep training. This isn't built yet. Are we out of alloys in Sector 6? No. We're not. We're probably just unable to send them. Let's say 3. We'll go down to 100 here. Let's go down to 100 here, and we'll say, yeah, 0 there. Okay, fine. And then we'll say we want like 150 here. So we'll allow the transfer to 6. And now it just gets used up as soon as it's transferred, sending it into the new housing area. We actually don't have any homeless despite that transfer, so we can do it again. Non-workers from 1, we'll send 85 more. From 1 to 6, non-workers, go. And just bring them in here. All should be good. And then we can now queue up. Oh, this isn't done yet. I thought it would be. Let's go back to science here. Science. 12F. Nope, this isn't done yet. Barely. We need one more trip to make that happen. Okay, I was letting it run, and an event popped up. I was hoping to delay it and just kind of wait for a little while because I wanted it to run a little longer. But turns out Dead Earth sickness is getting even worse. Okay. We must keep moving forward. The PSR B1257 system cannot be our final resting place. Dead Earth sickness is taking an irrevocable. Oh, I have such a hard time with that word. An irrevocable hold of the crew. -2 stability. Take a look and see what that means for everybody's happiness. We had great stability throughout the whole thing already, like well above 0, so that isn't making it any worse. We're still holding on to trust. Everything seems to be fine, so good. Let's keep going. We need more iron badly. I'm going to turn off one of the steel mills to help with the power, and we can keep going with additional housing and things like that too. I'm thinking I'm gonna want to put that drone bay thing. I want to use this drone, not this drone bay. I'm actually thinking, how big is this? It's a little bit smaller than this, and by doing this one, I can maybe get a full battery. Actually, a big battery could fit right here. What's the battery power like in Sector 5? 6.5 cycles, no big deal. We need more battery power in in this sector. That's what this area right here was going to be. So we're going to go like that, that, and that. Through there. Actually, I was going to do it the same way I did the other sector, but I think just the one. No, we'll do it the same way as the other one. Kind of like the way the other one did it. So there's 2 here, and then a space, and then 2 there. So no, we have room for more here. I should use the space I have available. Let's just do 4. Maybe we could do 3 and 3. 1, 2. Can't do 3. I could do another one here though. That would be acceptable. There. If I go there, then I can't make the road wind it. Nah, we'll just go like this. It's fine. That many batteries should be more than sufficient. Go like that, and then also I will just leave that there, I guess. And then I could go another battery right here if I choose to do so. Have even more battery power. Who knows? Maybe it will work out for us. I think Sector 6 needs a... Do we need a fire department here? What if a fire breaks out in where all the people are, you know? Maybe. This is operational now and there's nobody there. Oh, perfect. 173 people. Non-workers. We have lots of those. 173 people. We'll say 180. From Sector 1, come to Sector 6. Mass migration. And now I've solved the homeless issue. With many, many more...
Population transfer complete.
Yeah, many, many more people left to house here. We could have all of the cryopod storages that are everywhere be sent here and then open them up here instead. This would give me more room in Sector 6, sorry, in Sector 1. By allowing me to have these 2 zones here, I could have more housing here potentially. We also have more room for housing here, so that's not a big deal. The Hull Temple just finished here, so now we should have 660. No, it says 650 still. Weird. Shouldn't that be 660? Each Hull Temple increases the Hull's maximum integrity by 10. I have 6 sectors. Do I not have 6 temples? There's 1. Ooh, number 2 doesn't have it. Right, number 2 doesn't have it. That's why. Okay, good. That's fine. Anyway, so dead air sickness, not a big deal at the moment. Not a big deal. We have these guys here. We should have almost every resource. Yeah, we're working on it. Almost done. And then over here, I got 152 of our colonists here. All the other resources are there. So I'm just kind of waiting for that to finish. And I think maybe this stuff is here. This stuff going. There's an unknown structure over here. My probe picked this up. I would like to go and investigate this unknown structure. I'm also curious as whether there are other unknown structures around here somewhere. And I do see right there something else going on over here. We can't search beyond this ring. This ring is the boundary of where we search. I don't know if I've said that yet. I had like a couple of bullet points I wanted to make sure I covered today. And yeah, we can't search around this edge of this ring. I'm also playing this. This is the release version of the game, by the way. I'm playing this on release day. Yay! So I'm hoping people are are loving it. I'm hoping people are having a good time with it. Right before starting this recording, I hit the go button on episode 1, so I guess I'll take a look and see whether or not people are actually digging the series or not from that point. But I know I am, so I'm going to keep going. Let's go. Yeah, let's get more hydrogen on the map too. We're able to send probes a lot faster now because it only takes 1 polymer. Well, that's it, just done. We can also auto build. Oh, what's this? Oh, countermeasures are here in the probe launcher. I had no idea. I'm glad I looked at this. Counters the effective use of perilous missiles. Well, right there. We should auto build these. So I'm glad we kind of took a second to probe around the system, right? And then now we can just build these countermeasures instead. Now I'm wondering, can I have the countermeasures? You can only have 1. Yeah. So they won't start building these until the probe is gone. Interesting. Well, we got plenty of electronics. I don't need any more. We got plenty of carbon. We don't need any more. I think the thing I should focus on then is iron for now. Maybe hydrogen, but we have sources of hydrogen. We just need our ships to go get it. So let's get one more source. Oh, I love this one though. There's another point of interest right next to this. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. Yeah, in all the systems we go to, this outer ring is the final place we can go. We can't go beyond that. So like in the Sol system, the outer belt, there's just nothing there because it's outside of the final planet, which in that system was Neptune. Okay, 12E. The temporary test colony has now been established. Colonists will periodically transmit reports on their progress, and these will provide us with valuable field data. Fantastic. Okay, so the Nobel. We're going to take you to this unknown structure. I want to know what this is. So let's take you to there. In the meantime, we are building the countermeasure. Now we have a countermeasure. Now we should go to the Piranesi. Now we could go there because we can counter their missiles. Unknown structure. Remnants. Our probe has detected a Dolo signal. There is some wreckage here, not much larger in size than the Nobel. Contained within is a distress beacon. The emitted signal is incredibly similar to those that the Tiqqun uses. All right. Let's investigate the wreck, I guess. We'll see what it's all about. This isn't happening. Sector 2. What's going on in 2? It's the overabundance of carbon we have everywhere. Let's swap this out. We'll say carbon here instead. And then we'll go with iron here. That way we at least still have some iron storage. But these aren't running anymore because we don't have any iron in here. So actually, let's take a look at my fleet. They are prioritizing the mining of iron. And I think we can actually go ahead and make secondary priorities for these other things with these so that they will focus on bringing iron back. So Gruber and Nabruk, I want you to focus on bringing iron back instead. And then if we go to the map screen, we should see these right here. I'm going to say that these are high priority targets. So focus on these sources of iron, bringing them back so we can process them because we are dropping alloys fast. We have got to get iron, actually. This is an all-hands-on-deck moment, I think, for iron. I didn't notice what was happening, but I think this is an all-hands moment for iron. So let's put your priority secondary on ice. We got plenty of ice now. I want all ships. God, this is beautiful. Just every time I gotta accidentally zoom out too far, gotta take a look at it. All ships. Go get iron. We're also going to get the cargo ship upgrade. This is going to finalize our upgrades. That's what we're working on right now. And then we could have them mine faster, but it hasn't really been of consequence yet to do this. Mining fast. But we only have 3 mining ships. So, I mean, basically my logic behind this is unless your cargo ships are sitting on the Tiqqun waiting for resources to go pick up, you're mining fast enough. As long as your mining keeps up with your logistics, then you're fine. That's how I've been looking at it anyway. I'm going to queue this up just in case something happens with the science team. I'm going to make sure we have that at least. Okay, unknown structure. Ooh! The team has identified the fragmented wreck as a part of the Tiqqun. A large amount of Frost tachyons were detected in the area, as well as the frozen corpse of Tiqqun crew member Nobu Fukawa. I've never been over here though. Reviewing DLS data confirms that Nobu Fukawa is alive and well on the station. Tiqqun engineers have also verified that the components and plating found at the wreck are still in their proper place in the Tiqqun. Are you kidding me? 3-factor authentication upgrade unlocked for the nuclear power plant. We have 800 cryopods and 115 science. I mean, if we deliver the wreck, we dismantle the wreck, right? Yeah, I mean, we already brought them back, right? We don't have to dismantle it because we brought them back already, I think. So let's dismantle the wreck. We want to get that 115 science though, so I probably should have waited on that, but that's fine. And then we also have this science that's happening from the colony now too. That's why I wanted to get the colony up and get that running before we started doing anything else. I just was hoping that some of these other planets were the right place, right? And then we also have another...
has completed its scan.
Well, now hang on a second. You told me there was another thing here. Apparently there wasn't another thing there. Okay. So, do we move the Tiqqun to the Piranesi then? Or do we send a science team there instead? What I'm thinking is going to happen is we're going to send the science team here, and they're probably going to die. Piranesi will wake up, and it will pursue us. And it'll come to us. That's my completely uneducated speculation on that. But I'm thinking that would be kind of cool if we can see a point of interest move. We've already seen weather move, so I'm thinking like if a point of interest moves, that seems like it could be interesting. So yeah, we want to get rid of all the stuff that's in here. We have to process so much for polymers, man. I really kind of wish we could maybe have multiples in the platform. I'm wondering if that's an upgrade. Scouting radius, probes moving faster. Yeah, so the only way to have more than one countermeasure or more than one probe at a time is to... Yeah, it's to basically just have more probes, more probe launchers, and I don't have more probe launchers, so...
A science ship team has completed a task.
I was kind of hoping I could maybe... I don't know, can we place the countermeasure on a ship to send them over to the... to send it over where we want to send it? I think that's what I'm going to do. Once this unknown structure is done, I'm going to take this science team, touch right here to grab that science, and then head to the Piranesi with that science team. I think that's a better way to do it. It looks like we have some iron finally incoming. Couldn't come any faster. And actually, well, why don't we... was it 4 that was doing it? No, it was maybe 2. Yeah, 2 was making electronics. You're making iron. You're making alloys now. Go back to making alloys. And then iron's getting offloaded. It'll then get brought here, and then we want to process it immediately. So turn this back on. Take a look at science here really quick. We now have the ability to get the 3-factor authentication, which says accidents will no longer occur in nuclear power plants. That sounds great. Let's do that first. We could then queue up the Atom mantra here to make sure there are fewer workers working there, because there's actually a lot of workers in that section. The thing is, though, section where they work, there's not really a whole lot of jobs to do anyway. So 20 fewer workers? I mean, we're sending a lot of the spare people to Sector 6. So there's going to be plenty of workers here. Optimally, there should be more workers than necessary all the time because we're opening pods and sending them here. So maybe that's not a big deal. I do think, though, we should take a little bit of a moment here to stop building so that we can build up our supply of alloys even more. Because our supply of alloys is directly related to our survivability. You have to have a lot of these on hand because the integrity is the most important thing that's going to be hard enough, I think, to handle as it's constantly decreasing in its capacity as you play. But as long as you have alloys and they are positioned in the areas where EVA airlocks are, so it would be here, then we will constantly repair the hull. And we're operating now at 69% efficiency. That's pretty nice. But the more airlocks we have, the faster we can repair it, right? And so we need more alloys so that we, don't use them up. And Station Y, we are now at 5.6. So we do, as long as we have iron, as long as our steel mills are running, we will have a positive balance on that. I am noticing, though, that this thing is claiming it can't work. I mean, it's just there's too much carbon. Let's not mine carbon anymore. Let's not collect carbon anymore. No more carbon for anybody. Don't bring carbon. We have enough of it. Accidentally did it again. That window, they do need to change that. This ability here where you're scrolling up and down here and it's moving the back, right? It can move you to a new view. I do hope they look into changing that. Let's change up some of the quarters over here since we can. We'll get optimized quarters over here. We'll change these to the demotic ones, the good ones, because we can afford to do so. That will help stability as well as people are freaking out. And then I really want to get this drone bay so we can move resources between sectors as well. This will greatly help our logistics will be greatly improved with this. Part of me actually thinks what we should do is maybe pull some of this stuff out of here. Do I need the alternative life center here? Right? It's +1 to the sector. Sector is currently +4. So I don't really need this. If I got rid of this and this storage and this little house, which is, doesn't need to exist, right? I would have room for the drone bay to be here. That's what I'm hoping for. Maybe, I guess I'd have to take out all the houses and stuff. I'd have to redo this whole area if I'm going to do it here. Or I could just do it here, which is going to be just removing a battery. Well, there's 2 batteries. Removing 2 batteries and removing like 2 houses. I mean, that's not bad. And then we get that drone bay, which can then, move resources around easier. I think we will do that. I'm going to upgrade these houses and then tear this one and this one down. And we can start by also maybe looking into tearing down some of the batteries too. We can start restructuring this area a little bit to help us get the drone bay so that I don't need to build the drone bay here and I have room for more nuclear power if I want to do it. Because it looks like it's basically 1 hydrogen now for 25 power. Not 1 hydrogen for 10 power. I mean, that's what it looks like anyway, so. Research. Are we done with this? We're done with this. We will never have an accident in the nuclear power plant anymore. That feels good. Oh, we still have this to get. Wow. Tech lab. Okay. Yeah, I forgot to get this. I always overlook this, and I don't know why. It's just one of those things where it's like, I go into the tech area because I want something specific, and I just don't bother to think, well, are you getting the most science you could get? I just don't bother to think that. So waste treatment. Recycling polymer provides 5 extra units. I don't need that. I don't need any of that. Power reduction and waste treatment center, though, would be a good thing. So let's go ahead and do that, too. Okay. Do we have everything delivered yet? Yep. 12F. Here we go. Sample analysis indicates that the outgassing of nitrogen dioxide from below the surface of 12F and subsequent atmospheric mixing results in the red mist which dominates the planet's lower atmosphere. The team of the Gane was able to establish parallels between datasets collected on Kruk P43 and 12F's geological activity. Abnormal levels of Faust tachyons were detected beneath the planet's surface, the cause of which remains unknown. We get 115 science for that. That's excellent. Take a look at our unknown structure. The wreck has been successfully dismantled. Recovered resources are ready for cargo ship pickup. There is no trace left of the strange phenomenon. We now get a new technology, sedation cell upgrade unlocked for cell housing. All right, we can take a look at what that upgrade is. Cell housing, where are you? Right there. Sedation cell capacity is increased by 60%. Oh yeah, let's just bring it up there. That's gonna bring it up to 200 max, right? Sounds great, let's go. Oh, but we need suspended beds in the infirmary to do that first. Okay then, well, we may need that, I don't know. We don't have any cryopods at the moment. We don't need it right away, but we may need it eventually. So I will queue this up so that we can get that because, yeah, we need to do this. Now let's take a look really quick at, and I've lost my music. This happens with the game a little bit. I'm hoping they work that out as the game releases here. You have no music right now, and then music. It's these two windows. There's no music. And then no music. And then music. And then no music. You see what I'm saying? So I hope they get that worked out because I've noticed that a couple of times in the videos and stuff. And normally I'll just cut around them and I'll restart the game and everything, but it's fine. I could probably say that I think we could probably say that this is the end of this video. We could go over here and grab this science, and then I think starting the next video, we're gonna go take a look and visit the Paranesi. That's next video. We're gonna see what happens. These are the guys, right? These are the Black Market Society. These are the guys that could be wrecking us. So I'm gonna leave you in suspense and say that this is the start for next time. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate you. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.